Derivatives trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results.
So stressful when the world's on fire. Good God. I can't look at this, guys. Like, my strategy is you buy it and you hope that you got a good spot. Yeah, but we all think you're crazy. You don't fight this. No way. The markets are freaking out and you don't think that anything is wrong? Come back tomorrow and I'll lose it all. Should be fun. Good morning, everybody. It's the 23rd. Gonna try and be a little bit more serious today. But I don't know. We got PMIs today. It's gonna be a little bit later. Might be a slow morning. We'll see. It is a Wednesday, though. So that's kind of why I'm a little bit more interested today. Towards the end of the month, we got some supply coming in today. What do we got? We have some auctions, right? 2-year, 5-year note auction. Okay, 5-year note auction. That's important to keep in mind. If we don't get into, if we decide that the action is bad, I have some programming stuff that I want to mess with. So we go to the charts. We're also going to have to fix up our charts a little bit because I don't think that my license is getting fixed. So I'm going to have to switch it all back and everything, which is okay. Not a problem. Okay, so E-mini yesterday, a lot tighter, but ultimately up here, still pretty tight. It's okay. I mean, the kind of action that we're seeing reminds me a lot of these, so we could be in a bull run. Although there is some significant resistance around, 32.20? Yep, 32.20. Also, if we come back over here to the daily, okay, we are bearish. I think some people are expecting us to come all the way down to this 200-day moving average, which, yeah. Anyways, what else? Treasuries, got some supply coming in. I think it's going to push them down a little bit. At least in the morning. Oil, not a whole lot of fundamental news flow. There's still kind of reeling from that down day. Gold goes lower again. What? Copper not looking good as well. So, I think that what we're seeing here, the daily on the treasury note is just crazy. I think what we're seeing here, because the dollar is now over 94, right? So I think a lot of people would be expecting that the dollar strengthening would be really bad for the E-mini. But I think that what's going on here, I come back over here, I think what's going on is that money is leaving Europe and coming back over to the United States. And so a strengthening dollar is not necessarily a bad thing. Now, it didn't start that way. And of course, initially, there was a lot of people that had positions wound up in correlation with the dollar. And I think that most of that has kind of come apart. So here in this situation, some of those correlations are going to be a little bit off. And that might have been kind of messing up the flow a lot. Yeah. Good morning, and a slow morning might be a nice idea. Slow and steady wins the game, or so they say. And who are they? Are they causing so many problems? You sound excellent today. I don't know. I still feel pretty shitty, to be honest. I'm still really reeling from, when was it? Monday? Yeah, it was Monday. Man, I still feel stupid, but I've got some ideas here. I think I've kind of found my way again. And honestly, it really is a case that when it gets too volatile, I just can't trade. I need to take a little bit closer look at, having stuff to keep me out. But, yeah. We'll try again next year. Kitco reported yesterday, should weakness extend, we would see a scope for a deeper setback to 1765, possibly 1726. The Credit Suisse noted. Is that for gold? Wow. Yeah. That would be a really deep comeback for gold. And yeah, the interesting thing. So the dollar strengthens, gold down. The thing that gives me pause is copper, right? So, but it also kind of makes me think that's why we're seeing the flow that we are, right? Because if the global economy is slowing down again, and I'm particularly concerned about China. Well, like, will there be another move in Beijing, that sort of a thing? You know, um, winter could be really ugly. Whereas in the United States, I think we've built up a lot more. How do we say? A lot more herd immunity, right? But if copper is going down, I think that is eventually going to have knockoff effects to everybody else. So do you see a bowl forming here in the E-mini? Oh, we should turn on our robots. I'll turn all three of these on, I guess. Okay.
Anthony K says Goog morning.
Sunday
Good
Driver says I
morning
think
to you.
regular flu will be less of a thing as COVID precautions will have a greater effect on regular flu.
Well, probably the problem. So one of the problems that I was seeing, something I read yesterday, was that Europe had a higher excess mortality rate than the United States. Right. I think that we need to admit that the lockdown restrictions have a significant effect on excess mortality beyond just the number of people that die from the virus itself. And so it's leading to negative health consequences for everybody. Now, is it going to affect the flu? Yeah, and I think maybe you're right. Maybe we will see less deaths from the flu, but I think that we will also see a lot of excess mortality still that will probably more than make up for that.
Winston's mom says starting to resemble that of the early 2000s, when a similar Chinese buying spree emptied the world's warehouses of copper and sent prices vaulting to record highs. Winston's mom says Zopue News FCX copper prices are about to explode. China has a huge demand. George Daniel of Red Kite Capital Management told Bloomberg, the market is.
When was that? When did they post that? Interesting. Because it's just not showing that right now, right? Well, I'm not too thrilled about where it is at the moment. So let's come over here and I'm just going to, well, I'll just rename the workspace when we're done. We're going to do some fixing of our charts.
Winston's mom says the Fitch analyst believes copper outlook in the country will recover, driven by a rise in copper prices and continued foreign investment which will be lured by the country's high-grade reserves.
There it is. The disadvantage is just that the Ninja Trader volume profile is loaded a lot faster. I don't think I need volume profiling on though, do I? No. Okay, cool. the default is just, well, actually. Let's see.
Winston's mom says strong demand in China, which is the top consumer, amid growing fears of disruption in copper output in Chile. Winston's mom says Zacks investment research posted to yahoo.com indicated the price of copper rose by 11% in June, and the uptrend can be attributed to optimism over financial stimulus and Winston's mom says sexy robot voice read my comments upside down.
I know. When you put them both in at the same time and it's within 6 seconds, then they come in. We should try and see if we can fix that bug. That's been in there forever, and I've never actually looked at it. I bet we could fix it. I think that I had it different before, but whatever. I should check my memory and everything. Oh, I am having some excess CPU usage. What's going on here? Oh, it's just OBS. I think we're okay. At some point, we should probably put a 1660 in here. They got way too much going on here in Ninja. I think it's having a hard time keeping up.
Winston's mom says MarketWatch analysts at Goldman Sachs are bullish on the long-term prospects for so-called green hydrogen, which is when renewable energy powers the electrolysis of water.
That might make one of my robots go short. Let's see. No. I screwed that up. I didn't want to do multiple contracts today, but that's okay.
Winston's mom says in July, the European Commission published its 2030 hydrogen strategy, which is the first concrete document to detail the role for it to play in the European economy.
It's interesting they're talking hydrogen. By the way, did you guys see the Tesla thing yesterday? Holy crap, we need to go and check on that. It's just when I go into like add and remove indicators, it takes Ninja forever to do it.
Winston's mom says Tesla has Battery Week coming up, and today in Bloomberg, there is an article saying do not expect their battery technology to be available anytime soon. Maybe we will have to go to Venus to try them.
Yeah, so they released it. The battery day was yesterday, and they're making a pretty aggressive push, but it's very, very future stuff. Like nothing available until 2022. Let's go see where they're at now.
Winston's mom says, clip Tesla Battery Day.
I mean, it all sounded nice, but a bunch of people were saying, yeah, but like this isn't the first time he's said stuff like this, and then much later it never really went. Okay, so they're still back at 400. So 400 isn't necessarily bad. That's 2,000 pre-split, which is still like ridiculously high compared to where it was. Right, before earnings, before they didn't get put in the S&P 500. Like, there's a thing that's really crazy about it, right? Is that there was three things that were really driving the trade in Tesla, right? There was their upcoming earnings, there was their possible inclusion into the S&P 500, and there was Battery Day. And all three of those things have been a dud, and they're still well above the price that they were before. It's really quite silly. It does look like VIX coming down a little bit overnight, so. Guess I'm not getting enough for either of my robots to do anything. I'm going to put this over here. Somewhere. I don't know where to put it. I guess I'll cover up these. You won't be able to see it, but it's fine. Okay. There's some stuff going on over in the UK with Brexit. Somebody's talking right now. Oh, that's cool. I'm seeing some cool stuff from TT. Okay, I guess they're gonna pressure the buyers here. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm really seeing enough of a push down in here to really be concerned about that move.
Let's not make this personal says I might order the Model S Plaid today, but I will have to spend a few more days running the numbers. Might have to wait for the Roadster for a better ROI.
People didn't make too much of a deal about that. I didn't realize that they were going to be announcing a slightly different model car.
Let's not make this personal says renting out my Model 3 has paid for it.
Oh, were you rented out?
Let's not make this personal says they always do the one more thing.
Yeah.
Let's not make this personal says on Turo.
I mean, the thing to me was it didn't sound like anything they said in their press conference was bad. It was just, I felt like people must have had way too high of hopes for that to have been as big of a disaster in price as it was, you know? But when you're mostly speculation, when your price is mostly speculation anyways, you're going to get crazy swings like that, I guess.
Uzi Knesset says good morning.
Hey, Uzi, how are you? Missed you yesterday. I'm sure you were probably here, but you were just being quiet. My eyes twitching again. I don't know if it's like stress or what. I've been trying to be like super relaxed when I'm not trading, and I just not working.
Y Trader says hey guys.
It must be something genetic. It's definitely this one that always kind of seems like, yeah.
Uzi Knesset says I was in for a bit yesterday but I didn't trade. Annual vet day for one of the doggies so I farted around lol. Let's not make this personal says people forgot the investor part and thought it was going to be more of a release. It was to raise money and to show investors what they plan to do with the capital.
Yeah. Well, the Elon had to come out and put cold water on some of the speculation was pretty telling, right? Okay. Do you guys know of any platforms? While I'm thinking about it, do you guys know of any platforms that
Winston's
have
mom
market?
says good morning. Uzi Knesset and good morning. Y Trader, let's not make this personal. And good morning to Juliet Ferret who has just woken up and is discovering her breakfast of raw chicken thigh. Uzi
yay.
Knesset says hand waving at Winston's mom.
Does anybody know of a platform with market by order data other than Bookmap? Other than Bookmap.
Uzi Knesset says not yet. Figured it was too new so it hasn't really gotten around the block, so to speak.
Yeah, well,
Winston's mom says, clip, other than Bookmap, does anyone know of a good, and I missed the last word, platform?
yeah. Does anybody know of a good platform other than Bookmap that has market by order data? I don't think so. There's some issues with it, I've discovered. One of the issues is that you have to have the Rhythmic API.
Let's not make this personal, says maybe day trade the world, but that is something else, lol.
You have to have Rhythmic API, but
Winston's
it's like
mom
$100
says
a
platform
month.
with market by order.
Just the data is $100 a month. So I think that that's why it's not very common. I think that's the real reason why we don't see it in many platforms. It's not worth it. Kind of makes me wonder though, how many people out there with Bookmap are actually paying for all this stuff? Okay. So I thought, oh, maybe that's something that TT would have, but I don't
Uzi
think they have it.
Knesset says if I had to be realistic about it, MBO probably doesn't make a lick of difference for the discretionary manual trader.
Would make a difference for us. It really would. If we could detect when a market order was triggered from a stop, we could make significant improvements to our model that would make it much more predictive during trending markets. Or maybe not predictive, but much more effective in trending markets. That's the main reason I want it. Yeah. Oh, the Lincoln Project is doxing somebody. I don't know if that counts. I don't think that counts.
Uzi Knesset says I was telling my wife the other day that part of me regrets not buying Bookmap over Jigsaw, lol.
Well, there's a lot of things about Jigsaw that are tempting. Here's the problem. Grass is always greener on the other side, right? Bookmap is a lot more expensive.
Winston's mom says I am looking at Bookmap. They have a $49 a month plan and they have a lifetime license for $1,990.
Yeah. So to do the stuff that we would be interested in, you have to have that lifetime license, essentially. And I don't know if that lifetime license includes the other stuff. But then you have to pay $100 for the feed.
Baron Glass says MBO data is extra a month.
Yeah. MBO data, it's like $100 a month. When I asked AMP, they told me $100 a month. So this is why I'm gonna sell some of my indicators. What I want to do is I will we'll have 2 tiers. So tier 1 is the $1 one that some of you guys have done where you get the emojis and stuff like that. Tier 2 will give you access to the majority of the indicators that I've been using. And Tier 3, and that'll be $5 a month. And then Tier 3 will be, I'm thinking 20 for the price inventory, or rather inventory cost basis indicator. And if we get enough people, and I think we can, then we would be able to cover the data fee, and then we could start developing something for it.
Winston's mom says it seems like the best business model is not day trading but is the business model where one sells a platform like Bookmap. Why is their info so exclusive?
Well, I mean, if you're profitable, then the model is day trading, but that's not most people. Not at all. Man, it always comes like just short for me, huh? They've been so stingy. But so when what we're talking about, I'll pause it here for a second. What they're talking about is market by order data. So as it is right now, when you look at these DOM columns, and when I get, it says 67 orders there, bid at 3306. The way that it gets that is there's a piece of data that says 3306, 50. There's 50 orders there. And then the updates just come in. And my software keeps track of all of those updates. That's how it works, right? Well, market by order data, instead they say somebody added 1 order here, somebody added a 5 lot here, somebody added a 10 lot here, and then your platform has to add those all up to figure out what the thing is. But the advantage of that is what everything in the queue is, and you can calculate precisely what your position in the queue is. Okay? So that was the original intention of it. But it also, because it's giving like updates on every order that's
Block
out
sell.
there, if somebody has a stop order, when that stop gets triggered and it converts into a market order, you can see on the market order that instead of it just being a new order created, you will see that it was an order that was updated and turned into a market order. And that would allow us to see when people are using stops. And we can build that into our model then, right? We can say, if somebody is stopping out at a price higher than what they bought it, then they are exiting at a loss. And then we update everything that we have. Check out MotiveWave. They have MBO too. I knew there was another one. Okay. Oh, they have Ifrit trial. Feature-rich, user-friendly, highly customizable trading software with beautiful charts. We also have the most advanced Elliott Wave software available, which is really interesting because most retail traders don't think that Elliott Wave stuff works. Okay. But they have the MBO data, huh? Advanced features include custom bar sizes, advanced Fibonacci, and 300. Oh, they have a lot of studies, man. Wow. Let's see here. Who do they got? CQG Rhythmic. Blah, 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 blah. Stage 5. Okay. I can download the latest version if we wanted to. They have an SDK. It's Java. Is it Java? It is. Hey. Gotta email somebody. Let's see here. I need to do this. We're waiting for housing price index. Okay. Price index slightly higher than expected. Come on. I know you're going to film me. You know you're going to film me. Come on, just do it. Just do it. Stop being stingy. Should not be that hard. Okay, so both the numbers came out better. House price index year over year, 6.5% versus 5.7%. And the house price index came in at 1% month over month versus a previous reading of spot 9. We also have Fed's Meister speaking right now. And then in 45 minutes, we will get the market services PMIs. And then at 10 o'clock, we got Chairman Powell speaking. Oil 5-year auction, blah, blah, blah. Bookmap is also in Java? I thought it was in C# or C++. So, I don't think that there's necessarily anything wrong with Java. So, both Java and C# use what we call a garbage collector, which essentially means that they keep track of every object that you create and all of the variables pointing to those objects. And then if nothing is pointing to an object, then it says that it can be garbage collected. And so you don't have to deal with memory collection manually the way that you do in C++, which is really complicated and, stuff that I have a really hard time doing. I had this assignment one time when I was in probably the most difficult assignment that we had to do when I was getting my computer science degree was to write your own version of malloc, which is a utility that is used in C to allocate memory. And it was incredibly complicated, and there's like a bunch of different enhancements that you can make to it to make it more efficient. Oh my gosh, it was so complicated because it's just like this really convoluted, not simple algorithm of sorts. And yeah, but the advantage in C is because dealing with memory is expensive. And if you can control when those things happen, you can potentially, you can make it use less memory and you can speed things up considerably. So, yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Now, the thing is that Java has some other issues. So the main problem that Java has is that they never really created a very effective package management system. And so dealing with packages in Java is just a complete nightmare. Like the number of build systems and that sort of a thing that you end up having to do to really maintain a Java application at scale is just a nightmare. And trying to use libraries from other people is an absolute nightmare. Whereas in C#, they've got a pretty good system for that setup, and it's pretty easy. DLLs work great. So that's the main thing. And Java is also a little older. So like C# included all sorts of really great language improvements like link queries and stuff like that, reflection, and that Java didn't really want to put in. So then other people came in and they said, well, we'll do it ourselves. So then you got Scala. So Scala is like the newer Java. And it's like, it scripts and it compiles into Java and then it runs as Java. But the issue with Scala is that differences between versions of Scala are not backwards compatible. So you basically have to have the whole source code for everything to build it, which is, again, if you're working for a company, nightmare, absolute nightmare. Right? So, yeah, that's the whole thing. But they're both garbage collected. So that's why NinjaTrader uses, let's see what we're using right now. We're probably using about, we're using 700 megabytes, which is not bad, especially considering the number of memory intense indicators that we have on there right now. Okay. But if this was like a C++ application, I bet you it would probably be more like 500 megabytes. Maybe 600. Because they have to store all of this extra information along with all of the data to be able to do the garbage collection. I personally would rather program in something else. But there are some advantages to Java, I guess. I wouldn't mind trying something in like Rust, or there's a couple of other Golang. They're not bad. But I think if we make our own platform, we're using market by order data, that we would use C# because that gives us access to a lot of GUI elements that are really useful and are really make things look and feel more like a real Windows application, It would be a lot of work. Don't know how else to put that. Maybe we would need to do it in a more serious platform. I don't know. Because I don't want to use somebody else's base for like DOM columns and stuff like that. That would be a nightmare. Mm-mm. Well, it seems like, oh wait, I didn't. Pricing. Order flow, $49 a month. Ultimate, $159 a month. Oh, it doesn't include strategy back testing, huh?
Dan H says Quant Connect is a nice site for C-hash trading ideas as well. They provide free data to test.
Quant Connect? I don't think I've heard of that. Free algorithm backtesting tool. I think I need because I've been doing some backtesting and I'm kind of realizing that most of the stuff that I've backtested for a trade system doesn't really have a good how do I explain this? They don't really have good entry triggers. So, like for instance, I was back testing moving averages the other day, and moving averages make really great filters, but they don't make very good triggers. Like a bar makes a better trigger because, like, if it's an inside bar or it's some sort of a bar candlestick pattern, those don't happen very often. So saying this event happens, and then from there I try and determine which way it's going is a lot better. But anyways,
Why Trader says I've been wondering what's baby Seth doing?
not much. He can crawl now. He can climb and pull himself up. I don't know how far away walking is, but he's pretty content to crawl. So, other than that. Oh, that's cool. So this picture shows a picture of how they do the MBO on Motive Wave, and they're kind of showing it kind of the way that I thought that you would, except for that I think that you would want to I think you want to color these based on how long they've been on there for. So the longer it's been on, the brighter color it is, or something like that.
Why Trader says I think he'll be walking in like a month.
Really? Now then he'd be walking at 10 months. Let's see here. When do babies walk? Your baby will likely take their first steps between 9 and 15 months. Oh, okay. Okay. Right now, he doesn't. Right now, he doesn't have balance. I won't be staking ETH2 at launch. When does that happen? It's planned to launch 2020. The testnet must already be up. I will see how that goes. Well, we've had a hard time pushing up from here. Doesn't look like the market makers are really interested in moving it. Hmm. Okay, I guess we did get a little bit of a volume here at 3308 and a quarter. Mm-mm. Hmm.
Winston's mom says 23 watching now at almost 23 after the hour and today is the 23 of September so synchronicity dictates the wench with a wrench now ask everyone to take a quick second and please hit the like button.
Well, that was pretty great. Good job. Now aces took one. We are getting some volume here. Somebody sent me a picture that's like you can easily make your computer better with RGB lights and a dick pic. I do have RGB lights actually. I didn't really show you guys pictures of my PC because it's down on the ground, but I think I would put dick butt on it though. That's hilarious, dude. Okay, well, getting some volume here. Both ways now. Some volume at 3309 showing up all of a sudden. Well, I think that it's so close to the open. And since they're giving me...
Let's not make this personal says Dick but added +10 to my computer but -20 with the wife.
Yeah. Minus 20. Wet. Wet. Oh, jeez. I might just cross over here if they're going to do that. Okay. Yeah. Looks like two people have strong opinions about what's going to happen because that's a lot of volume. I mean, does adding a dick butt to your computer make it faster, though? I have to make a video testing this. Maybe someday. Oh. Okay. Donald Trump is saying White House news conference today at 6 o'clock p.m.
Let's not make this personal, says lol.
Economy, jobs, games, and vaccine development are all doing great. So that would be a positive thing, but the market doesn't seem to be reacting or caring. At least not at the moment. I think I'm still favoring a long. Okay, so right here is looking okay. I'm looking for a calmer spot. Oh, that NASDAQ. Let me come over here and change this. There we go.
Winston's mom says Laptop Magazine says Dell has some very good sales this month on monitors, speculator Seth.
Oh, they do? I got my other monitor, though. I would be interested in getting something that is truly bevel-less, though. That's my next thing. Truly bevel-less monitors. I'd love it. Okay. Well, both Igor and Chewy in Discord are bearish on the day. So Trump tweets are losing weight, says Stryker. I don't know. Maybe. It certainly doesn't have the instant Twitter army behind it, you know? The Twitter robots that all just see him tweet and make moves, you know? Certainly doesn't have that anymore. But I think a lot of that is because he really hasn't tweeted a whole lot market moving lately.
Winston's mom says Dell Ultrasharp U2719DX 27-inch WQHD 2560 by 1440 resolution IPS monitor with infinity edge bezels. Black. Visit the Dell store, $439.89. Can't resist a little window shopping.
I think if I was going to get another monitor, though, it'd need to be under 250. That infinity edge bezel, though, kind of sounds tempting. What is an infinity edge bevel? It's an OLED. See, this monitor over on the right, the actual bevel part is exceptionally thin. But the picture doesn't actually go to the edge of the screen. So there's like a bevel that you only see when the monitor is on. If that makes sense. The image doesn't go to the edge of the screen, which is what I'd be interested in. Okay. So initial move here, kind of both ways, actually. So I guess we started at 09. I guess we're going to start the regular session where we started the extended session. Okay. Well, I have to say that
Vlad
initial
Stolyarov
open,
says I am not excited to buy the open.
yeah, that initial open was not even
Vlad
half
Stolyarov
as.
says I got to deal with some house stuff right now early morning. Winston's mom says reading about the best budget monitors. HPVH 240A is not just the best budget 24-inch bezel-less monitor, Teachgeroid. HPVH 240A is the only budget 24-inch monitor that offers an adjustable stand.
So I got this. What was it? It was a. Oh, it's a Dell. I got a Dell monitor. I forget what the model is, but I got a Dell monitor for 250. 1440p, 27 inches, 165 hertz refresh rate. It's good. It's real good. Okay. Anyways, I was gonna say that is open is not even half as crazy as as any other open in the past week. That was so much more subdued. Now that said, the buyers made
Vlad
their move.
Stolyarov
It
says
didn't
nice
really.
refresh rate. I only have 60 Hz same monitor 27 inches 1440p.
Yeah. I mean,
Vlad Stolyarov says in small 21 inches on side.
For trading, you really don't need more than 60 hertz. I really had no interest in the refresh rate, but I was able to get two of them together, and so I gave one to my son, and so now he has a good refresh rate, and that'll matter for him for uh, gaming and stuff. Okay, so there's a sell that's also very tepid, very tepid. We'll see. Not a whole lot of conviction here.
Vlad Stolyarov says the AH acted like they wanted to keep squeezing shorts, but up to what point lull another early high? Vlad Stolyarov says similar to yesterday. Vlad Stolyarov says 3,330 plus will start new buy cycle maybe.
I don't know. The volume's just not there today. Doesn't mean it wouldn't pick up if it broke one way or the other and everybody started piling on.
Vlad Stolyarov says volume need to be there for that up rally move.
That's Mr. Still speaking, I guess.
Vlad Stolyarov says I agree they can pull back fiddle around. Vlad Stolyarov says make it slow inside day.
Could be. So it was pretty bullish going into the open. We got an okay move. That kind of sold off a little bit. They're trying to make a bull happen again. Oh, there you go, actually. Let's see if they're able to push through here this time. It might. It seems to me at the moment that it's a matter of getting it to the certain point that all of the robots jump on with the momentum. Is okay. Now I'm seeing some changes in the book that I think will push us higher. And we did break that opening pivot high. All the way back down for a new pivot low. Okay.
Vlad Stolyarov says 11 plus pivot yaw. Vlad Stolyarov says 95.
Ooh, what? Well, this isn't fun anymore. So new pivot high, new pivot low. And then, okay, buying again.
Vlad
New
Stolyarov
pivot high
says
again.
NQ testing at 3 p.m. squeeze now.
Nah. I don't like that look the NQ is giving us.
Winston's mom says, clip, well, this isn't fun anymore, ROFL.
You see that? As much as I would really like to be clicking, I think I'm going to hold off for a bit. Yeah, look at that. This is not the kind of action that we really want. That's just unnecessary stress. I could have gotten a better exit on that because it did go. How far did it go? Oh, we were able to get 10 ticks at one point. Oh. Let's see. How did these E-mini trades go? That one was bad. That one was bad. That one was bad. And that one was good. Robots not taking as many trades as I thought they would today. Oh, and it was just my depth
says high volume node is magnet stuck on it. Vlad Stolyarov says 3,307. Vlad Stolyarov says 3,309.
I don't know. Like when I look at the balance in the book, it's not getting over 500. So I have my robot right now set up to not take one unless it gets to 15. So UK to host the world's first human challenge trials for COVID-19. Okay, I don't. They were already doing trials on humans. Okay. I mean, it still looks bullish to me, but well, that was a way better.
Salim
right
L.
there.
Wuthering says Yebis. Vlad Stolyarov says here they go. Winston's mom says, balance, the sun is in Libra from September 22nd to October 22nd. Decision-making can be more challenging while the sun is in Libra. Libra weighs both sides of any situation, and sometimes this seems endless.
Treasuries nowhere. So we could buy. It's just I'm not getting a lot of confirmation on it. And given that we have news in 5 minutes.
Vlad Stolyarov
so
says don't buy
there.
it. Vlad Stolyarov says more risk of it crashing later.
Yeah. I think that these PMIs are going to be a big deal. So we're looking for a reading of 54.7 versus the
Vlad
previous
Stolyarov says I
55.
expect early high.
And the manufacturing 53.1
Vlad
versus the
Stolyarov
previous
says maybe after
53.1.
opening range will be clear.
So, if these numbers are good, I don't know how big of an impact those will actually have, but it's just messy as all get out. Okay, now that's interesting. So a significant sell-off there after that volume note at 33.10. It kind of looks to me like guys are just adding to their positions. So it's probably going to be stuck here until the news. Overall, though, it is bullish. If they broke that before the news, that'd be interesting. They could break it before the news. We'll see. Yeah. Can't kick back down again.
Vlad Stolyarov says NQ is stuck. Vlad Stolyarov says 11,125 midpoint if goes under maybe won't come back.
Okay, and a more extended sell.
Vlad Stolyarov says but will it? Vlad Stolyarov says it's trying to rally lol. Vlad Stolyarov says QQQ under VWAP still.
People trying to front run the news is what that is. Okay, so manufacturing slightly higher than expected. Services slightly 54.6 versus an estimated 54.7. Okay. Well, that didn't help.
Vlad Stolyarov says AMZN not strong yet.
I don't know. Look at the NASDAQ,
Vlad
man.
Stolyarov says more weak.
This is just a hack and slash. My robot did decide to go short.
Vlad Stolyarov
There's
says it's
that.
like bears wanna test 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. range of yesterday.
I don't know. It's a very curious action, isn't it? The thing is if this was really bullish, I think that they should have gone by now. But probably they think Chairman Powell's testimony is more significant still, and so they're not really willing to really shove it. That might be one possibility. I mean, the thing is it looks like a lot, but like when I look at changes in cumulative delta, they're just not there. It's just not there. We've barely changed by like 1,000 contracts. Yeah, I have not seen an open this messy in a while. Past week, it's always just been like boom, like they're trying to do something on the open, and today it's not. I do see a big order there at 33.1050. The big orders are kind of flipping around on the offer.
Why Trader says I'm glad you said that this open is really fucked up.
Did it prevent you from taking something? I hope that the things that I say don't influence your trading. So I want you guys to be your own traders, but Trump Supreme Court nominee may start Senate hearings October 12th. Senate could vote on Trump's Supreme Court pick by October 26th. There's a push for the high. And he gets dashed down a bit.
Why Trader says I'm at my 6th trade.
Oh. Well, my market depth robot did take one and made money off of it. I have that one and I have aces. Aces isn't so hot today.
Brandon Robbins says, will you be making a video about your market robot?
Probably not. I have a video. I was going to make it last night, and when I started doing it, I just didn't feel like I had the flow, and I thought maybe we would make it today, but then we get this. But I have some backtesting results on moving averages that I think show why Super Smoother is really great. A couple of other interesting things about moving averages, like what the best way to use them and why there's no edge in them on their own. Oh man, look at that. Anyways, so I wanted to put that one up because those did well, and I'm really feel. I had a bad day Monday, and I feel really stupid, and at the moment I don't feel like I should be giving people advice on things, Well, I can go and backtest and do data, and I think that that's one of the best things they can do. And not only that, but because people are so interested in technical analysis, I think that I can rank really high in those search results. So I think I want to focus more on that. I do have a video that's like beginner mistakes that I also want to make this weekend. But some of the other more capstone content that I was doing, I feel like holding off on it now. I wanted to make it, but then it's like, yeah, but you suck. You suck at this. Maybe you're right, Seth, but you suck at this. Okay, so they broke the high. They break the low. They break the low. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on, you know you want to. Ah. Ah. Little bit more.
Salim L. Wuthering says, oh my god. I still don't know how to set up a stop loss on QTrader.
On QTrader? Really? I thought you said that it was the best platform ever. Okay, that was a significant drop in cumulative delta, though, by the way. So I think I can put that like right there. Okay. Okay. So 3,300. It's one spot. What do you think? Think that they'll blow right through that? Let's look at a couple of things here. So first thing is volume profile. Yesterday, the majority of the volume was at 3283. So let's mark that price.
Salim L. Wuthering says Ninja is intuitive but QTrader is an excellent piece of software. Salim L. Wuthering says but not intuitive.
When I used it, I felt like it was missing critical features. What David Portnoy says, that was aggressive, but I'm about to buy the shit out of Tesla. Uh-oh. You better sell all of your Tesla shares if you still happen to be in that one. Do my robots take anything off of that one? No. I'm surprised the aces didn't go short there. It wasn't enough. Okay, so just a little dip below 3,300, but not much. So now the next thing that I want to look at is VIX targets. Okay, below we've got 82. Oh man, they seem to be pricing that we're going to go back to previous day's point of control.
Winston's mom says good morning. Salim L. Wuthering. Stop loss trading strategy. 5 safe ways to set stop orders for Forex and stock trading.
Okay, so I think we're going to try and hold this, and we're looking for a move to 3283. I want to see right here, 320150. No. No. It was close. I was looking for a spot where the level 2 it had calmed back down or equalized, but it didn't do that. Okay, so now some volume coming in here.
Winston's mom says I linked a YouTube video and it may have disappeared. The channel is The Secret Mindset. 23,892 views, September 7th, 202,099,114 share save stop loss trading strategy.
Sounds like another guy trying to sell something to me. Yeah. Okay. So a little bit of defense on the bottom and slip.
Salim L. Wuthering says at Winston's mom, oh, thank you so much. I was talking about setting up a stop loss on a platform called QTrader. I asked support but they want me to set it up on the DOM. I hate when platforms want me. Salim L. Wuthering says to trade the way they want.
You really should be using it on the DOM. I mean, you can use the chart if you want. I just don't think it's nearly as effective. Okay. This looks like they're pushing through. I am not seeing the spike in my model. So I've noticed that I will get spikes where there are significant profit taking, and what will happen is the amount of profit that they made and the number of contracts that they have on decreases, right? So at that point, the amount that it would take to go on out and really stop them out, like,
Winston's mom
moves
says
down.
QTrader. I will go googling to learn more about them. Salim L. Wuthering.
So I'm not seeing that yet. Not at all. Which suggests that this move down has been more people piling on than anything else. My eyes twitching. What? In other news, Pamela Anderson writes for the Financial Times about her favorite pop art. Oh, now I want to. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sitting here like, I knew I should have bought that Financial Times subscription. Oh, and Scott Adams is. Oh, no, he's doing that. I thought that was a blog post, but it's his Periscope. Back to 3301. Well, it looks like I was a little late on the draw, so they're going to make it hard for me here. Okay, the book is a lot more balanced at the moment. Should point that out. Okay, now that time I started to see something in the treasury as we clicked down, some flickering. It takes 16.5 here. Nobody's hitting into it, even though the bid is getting stronger. Hmm. Yeah, no, it flips again. Treasury's pretty constrained. The Z's really are just so lackluster today. They're just not doing anything. Very important that in order to watch that all are following the rules and regulations, you become an election official at your local polling place. Go sign up now. Okay. Testing the top of this. Book still looks pretty even. Let's see here. See, the dollar is coming up just a tad here. Euro fallen. Gold taking a hit too. But oil not. Oil actually looking fairly bullish. Okay, so there's some stops there. Methinks. Wow. Clicky, 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 click. Down to the low, almost in a straight line. Not a new low yet. They didn't. They chose not to hit it. They took their profits down there. I didn't really see absorption there. Now there's some absorption, but okay, there it goes. Whew.
Vlad Stolyarov says see look away they breaking lows.
That was so ugly.
Vlad Stolyarov says now I am done with house stuff.
Yeah, they swept the legs for sure. Donald Trump's on the tweet. report with Chuck Grassley found millions of dollars in questionable financial transactions between Hunter Biden and his associates and foreign individuals, including the wife of former mayor of Moscow. Donald Trump tweets, wow, big news, pick it up, lamestream media, and pick it up big. Yeah, probably not, but I guess that would be bullish.
Salim L. Wuthering says at Winston's mom, thank you.
ECB working on an Amazon-style platform to sell loans soured by coronavirus crisis. How much will a subprime subscription cost? That would be fun. Okay, I get the joke now. Well, that...
Why Trader says why you do that voice when reading news hhhhh.
Because it's fun. I have different news voices, though. That was kind of like my 1920s news voice. What do you think of the 1920s news voice? Ah.
Vlad Stolyarov says 11,100 also denied. Vlad Stolyarov says NQ now if don't find buyers will be ugly. Vlad Stolyarov says I am thinking 11,040s. Why Trader says her voice is hilarious when reading Trump tweets. Salim L. Wuthering says Trump is my BAWSS. Seth is just my bis. That's a miniature boss.
So it's a little interesting. I see it potentially going to 83. At that point, though, this just feels really ugly, you know? Well, there is still a lot of volume from overnight that can be washed out. Because we're pushing now some of those overnight lows. Yeah, overnight lows at 91.50. Yeah, I don't know about this, guys, because if they go to my target, that especially if
Vlad
they do
Stolyarov
so
says try
quickly,
NQ long if you very bullish with high risk 40 breaking.
if they go
Vlad
down
Stolyarov
there,
says slightly smiling face.
you want me to go long? No, if they go down there that quickly, it really makes me question
Vlad
whether they can
Stolyarov
hold
says
83.
I think they go lower of course longer.
Right? How can they come down this quickly and hold 83? I don't know. Plus, there was a fight before this all happened, right? So this is another important thing that we should remember, like contextually, is that people were placing bets and there was two sides to this, and one side is getting slaughtered. One side just got absolutely decimated. Like that push, like they went to 3,300. Okay, maybe it's okay.
Vlad
Saw a
Stolyarov
little bit
says
of dip
TSLA
buying.
under 400 also showing party not a party.
Little bit of dip buying there, and they moved up just to kind of get some of those longs out, or sorry, some shorts out. And then they went right for the lows. I should modify that comment. I said longs, but it's the shorts. It's moving with intention. Quote, Biden doesn't answer key questions, and his media friends calculate that if they give you the inside scoop on the amazingly deft political strategy behind not answering questions, you'll be so wowed you won't notice that the answers are what matter.
Vlad Stolyarov says NQ only 100 points, 80 points left in an average drop if big can always martingale down.
Why are you always talking about martingaling it? Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. Report: Obama administration knew Hunter Biden's position was problematic, interfered with Ukraine policy. Oui.
Vlad Stolyarov says 11,080 NQ to watch. Vlad Stolyarov says I am giving bulls a chance to rally.
Well, they're doing it again. It's just kind of, I'm just wondering, like, will they do that same thing that they just did, where they kind of stop out a couple of shorts and then it's just right back down? Because that down bar at 97, well,
Vlad
down
Stolyarov
yeah.
says there was zero momentum on daily for NQ. Vlad Stolyarov says it remains oversold and bears just take advantage of fading rally.
Think another break? Maybe it's a little tepid. That one's a little tepid.
Vlad Stolyarov says it looks like it's going for 40s NQ.
My wife usually doesn't mock my child when he's crying, so he must be crying over something really super silly. Yeah, they came back down to the lows with intention again that time, but they did not break.
Vlad Stolyarov says I would bounce it here if I was bullish on the day.
Yeah, well, I mean, around here is a spot.
Vlad Stolyarov
for sure.
says, but I am more of a pullback fade idea.
Yeah. So my issue now is that was definitely a washout of overnight positions. I think that they're still going to want to break the overnight low, and that's always a really high probability that they're going to break the overnight high or low. And I think that target at 83 is a really high probability too. But there's definitely some scalpers that took something there and didn't.
Vlad Stolyarov says rally is doomed.
You know, they took it and they weren't ready to break it. They didn't get anything, and so it came back up. Oh, Trump's doing a Pittsburgh rally tonight? And he's got a news conference at 6. Okay, there was again. Again, they did not break the low. Kissed it. Let's see.
Vlad Stolyarov says someone keeps buying ZM 515 soon.
Okay, so now we may be seeing someone taking a profit. That
Vlad
a little
Stolyarov
tepid.
says zoom.
500's alone is a little tepid, but oh geez. Okay, now that's a new low. Oh, there's a bunch of pivots here that they're just careening through.
Vlad Stolyarov says 94.21 DXY index 0.24%. Vlad Stolyarov says NQ target reached. Vlad Stolyarov says 11,040.
For the Vlad, for those trades, I really think you should post those in the Discord. I don't know if the YouTube chat is as interested in those, but there's a bunch of guys doing that in the Discord chat. Okay, so another.
Vlad Stolyarov
decent
says I get
pullback there.
okay.
Yeah. Try the Discord. I think they'd be way more. That was a. I don't know. I like the way that I think of it is if you want to post because you can post pictures and stuff there, right? So Discord's a better place to say post your trades, share things. Whereas here is a better place to have fun and to talk directly to me, right? Well, I think we'd have to say that did pretty good today. Now 92 is a little bit of a. So there is some profit
Anthony K
taking on the
says,
way
Sept,
down.
did
but
you take a
not-
trade?
Yeah, I'm short from way back. I'm just thinking about how much I really want to push this. See, I could take it off at 32.92 and be like, yay, I got my mojo back. Everything's good. We can push forward, but I think it's going to go to 83. I think I have reason to believe that 83 is the target. I took 2 trades because I was long and then it just didn't go. What did I do on that one? Only my trades. Yeah, I was long.
Anthony K says take the profit lol.
That's right.
Trader says 120 tick on MES. I think I'm done.
You got 120 ticks on that? No. Wait, really? Wait, 3202, 3292, 3212. You did not. You're lying. You're full of shit. You would literally have had to have sold the high. Still, if you did, that's good. Good job.
Trader says scalping. Vlad Stolyarov says
Yeah.
maybe he went 10 contract.
Maybe you use multiple contracts. If you took multiple contracts, that's a different. But then you don't say 120 tick. Yeah, to me, this is the thing. A lot of people like to use the dollar amount, but for other scalpers, the thing that really matters is the number of cumulative ticks you got, right? Number of ticks you made divided by the number of contracts, the maximum number of contracts that you used. So average ticks per contract. That's the thing that I think that matters to other scalpers to see how much of that move you got, how good of a trade you actually got, Okay, so now I'm seeing it for sure.
Trader says I just divided $153 by 1.25. Trader says I was wrong.
Hmm. Oh, okay.
Why Trader says did not include number of contracts. Vlad Stolyarov says if you don't wanna get caught in a flush you stop. Vlad Stolyarov says I think it's got more downside. Salim L. Weathering says at eTrader is legit. I tested him live. I learned from him he is my boss.
Well, there was more there. I don't know. So the thing is that in that context, my trade is usually not taking it to the previous day's point of control. Maybe to the VIX target, but that's the sort of a thing that's like if I'm going to hold it all day, it might get there. To me, you get $50 off of one contract, and I'm seeing some profit taking down in there. But then I
Salim
need to
L.
think about
Weathering
taking
says at
off.
eTrader is a legit teacher. Why Trader says Lachka Tak Dabasabi. Why Trader says Tamalek.
Now, some of this might be FOMO too. Another thing that we have to consider is just because they went and made a new low right there. I mean, they didn't make a significantly new low
Salim L.
yet.
Weathering says AHAHHAHAH.
So maybe we come back a bit. We could still come back a bit. And where was it that I took it off at? 94? Okay, so let's see if they're able to punch back up to 94. Where that volume was at. My robot's still not take a trade. Oh, no, wait. Aces took a short. He took a short. Well, it's not being very kind today.
Why Trader says Salim is lying. I never taught him something. Vlad Stolyarov says 2020 fair risk reward here for NQ. Salim L. Weathering says HAHHAHA. Vlad Stolyarov says you can try to guess where low gonna be.
Text end marker. Oh, wait. Why did it take it short there? That's not right. It should have been trying to go long. Well, either way, it was going to get stopped out there, huh?
Vlad Stolyarov says it'll give you bear case break yesterday's low and kill this market completely. Vlad Stolyarov says bulls need to save day midday here.
Well, I have to say, they broke the overnight low, and the buyers are making a little bit more push. So kind of surprised that my market depth robot only took one trade. But it worked. I don't know. It's probably random. Okay, yeah. See, this is a little. Somebody took it off.
Vlad Stolyarov says but main mini bull trend is broken now.
Yeah, that's going to be a no from me, dog. Yeah, I think I did the right thing getting out of 94. Although there was, a little bit, I could have gotten a little bit better of an exit. But the general location was right. And first trade sucked, but yeah, well, so that one.
Salim L. Weathering says why did you get out?
This one 18, so that was good.
Why Trader says so. Correction,
This
I
is a
traded
real
34 micro S contract and got a total of 120 tick.
You traded 34 micros? So why did you do 34 micros and not just 3 ES at that point? That's 3 points.
Vlad Stolyarov says 15 minutes doji testing NQ.
So another thing
Vlad
that I
Stolyarov
see
says still bearish.
that people do that really bothers me is like there's some people that I'm seeing they're like, oh yeah, I'm getting
Why
like
Trader
20
says
ticks
risk.
a day.
Why Trader says do not like to take big risk.
Or sorry, I'm taking 20 points a day, and I'm like, well, 20 points a day is like amazing, especially on these days that are range bound. But then you find out they're counting when they take multiple contracts, so it didn't really count. Yeah, it's gonna have to come back up a little bit here. There might be a short later on. Well, we're gonna get the gasoline numbers here. Crude oil imports. Oil is up overall on the day so far, but trading quite all over. And gold still just getting pummeled. Interest rates came down. I guess that's good. The level 2 really stacked on there when they came down to the 10-year. Oh. Sleepy Seth. Okay, so we got a build here. It was negative 1.639 versus expected negative 2.325. And the gasoline stocks was negative 4 million versus estimated negative spot 6 million. So that means that's good.
Vlad Stolyarov says TSLA over 402 lol.
You buy that one, right? Oh, yep, they're buying. They're above 40. I don't know how significant that is. Look at some profit taking right there at 97.
Vlad Stolyarov says TSLA may be starting to squeeze as usual.
What? I just want them to sell it. Okay. So gold moving up there. I don't know. The E-mini doesn't seem to be reacting to it.
Salim L. Wuthering says at Vlad Stolyarov, why do you avoid trading the open?
Because you lose money doing it.
Cool Kiro says hell no, I think it's very very undervalued for what they are doing.
Nah. Have you actually, so here's the question, Kiro. Have you actually gone through and used the spreadsheet and projected out what they're doing in 10 years, how much money they should be making, what their cost should be, etc., 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 and what you think that the price actually is? Right? Because if you haven't done that, then you really don't know. You're guessing that they're undervalued for what they're doing. Here's the thing. There's a lot of speculative interest on this, on three major things. One, that they would be profitable. And we found out that actually they were profitable, but only because of EV credits. Otherwise, they're losing money right now. The second one was that they would be added to the S&P 500 index. And even though they were profitable, they didn't get added into the index. And then on Battery Day. And I don't think that Battery Day was bad per se, but it's pretty far in the future, the stuff that they're talking about. I don't know if it's like a significant change to the company's bottom line. And overall, the market sold off on that. So those are like the three main speculative drivers, and they're gone. So what's the next thing? Like in the short term, I have a really hard time seeing them saving this price. Except for that, these Tesla guys are like a cult. There's nothing you could ever do. Elon Musk could get arrested and they would buy it. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But I mean, the thing is like how far up it's been. This is the thing that I find crazy. Is like what has changed for the outlook in Tesla over the last year? Because I don't think that anything has. I think that they bought it up because that they thought was going to get added into the S&P 500. It was a trade that didn't work, by the way. But they're still up. They're still up. I don't know. Maybe in a long term it is a good play, but I think that particularly in the short term, Tesla is not worth all of the other car companies in the United States combined. It just isn't.
Vlad Stolyarov says it wasn't a million miles hype. Vlad Stolyarov says maybe NQ gives up here.
Well, back to 94 area. Pretty decent little slip there. So I still don't understand why that went short there. I need to come and look at my I need to come and look at my script and see why it's. Man, that was a sneeze. Whew. That was a forceful sneeze. Close is below the moving average. The previous close is above the moving average. Oh, this close is above the moving average. It was a short, so we should go through this one. Okay, so the previous bar was above the moving average, and this bar is below the moving average. And this moving average is falling. Wow, they broke those lows fast. Holy shikes. Okay, I could have held it. See, there's a question of how long you want to hold. I don't think I wanted to hold on to that one. Tick just hurt with negative 1,000. That was a pretty good move there. They're definitely shooting for that 83. I got out. I'm thinking back on it. Because really, I got out because of other people. I shouldn't have done that. I should have held it. Although I was also thinking maybe I could sell it. I didn't really feel all that inclined to sell it at 98 though, so whatever. It's falling fast. Let me come back over here to where it did. This is not falling. Well, actually, this is falling. I don't think that was a valid entry, and I need to do some more work on that. Igor sounds really happy about this short, but is he really making that much on it? Oh, we should hold off for now. It's probably going to bounce again. Yeah, well, this is a little step in liquidity that's been there for a while, so.
Cool Kiro says for day trading though, is it a stock y'all buy and sell after an hour or how long?
So we're day trading futures. So I'm trading the index futures is what we're doing. And I'm basically how to put it? I mean, I don't know. When this fell apart, I guess I was a largely technical sort of a trade. But it just like, do you see this thing right here at 3287.25? How 3,000 contracts have exchanged hands right there, right? Somebody took a lot of profits there. So what we kind of do is we kind of trade around that. So if I had been short, that would have been a good place to get out. Things like that. I keep stopping myself when I'm saying things because I'm like, yeah, but that was technical in nature that I get out there. Like it's entirely based on that there's a lot of volume trading there. And I don't really actually know why it's trading there. And it doesn't necessarily give me any idea that it's not going to go lower or it is. But if I'm concerned, we just had a flush and I'm thinking, okay, now I'm to my targets. I want to take some profits there. Seeing that much volume means the big guy is beating you to it. Then I might panic and get out there. Longer term, this mini bull run lasts. Well, hey, hold up. We're not. So not the end of the world yet. We're getting a little. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch. So this could be a reversal here now. Ooh, look at that. Wait, come back. Was it volume came out too? Yeah, actually, went in. These two guys here, they've been around for a few days. We can give them the permissions. Did JPow just say something? I didn't hear anything on my news squawk. Am I still connected? Yes. Top NIH official Dr. Fauci. I expect to know whether or not there is a safe and effective vaccine by November or December. Zero Hedge tweets the biggest news of the day from Loretta Mester's speech. Legislation has proposed that each American have an account at the Fed in which digital dollars could be deposited. This is, I think this is crazy. We could just give everybody money. Here's the thing. If you give the bank money and then the bank gives it to people in loans and things like that, like people don't see it happening. They don't realize, they don't consciously think the Fed is giving me money, etc., etc. If they start putting it directly into an account, then everybody knows it then. Like, you're going to go to the store, you're going to buy something with it, and you're going to say, I'm buying this because JPow put money in my digital wallet, right? At what point does money become a joke then to people? Because if you can just put as much as you want into that dollar. Okay, wow. Wait, what the hell? What the fuck? How did it do that? Whew. Look at that. This is not what I expected it to do. Actually, it's made money today. It's made 280. Overall, it'd be 28. Sorry, $30 essentially. We're trading micros. I have it trading the E-mini, but it did lose on one of them, didn't it? So it bought. Well, it looks like one got stopped. Did 3 buys and 1 got stopped. Huh. No, it did 4 buys and 1 got stopped. Oh, that's crazy. This is only going for 8. I'm wondering now, so should I try to incorporate targets into it in some form or another? So it's only going for 8 ticks. Clearly, in that instance, it could have gone more. But I guess that it comes out and then it gets in again is fine. Although I can just kind of do more sophisticated profit targets, right? Like, I have one, I can have it put the target in, and then if we get there and the condition still exists, then move it up again or something like that. And then move the stop up or something like that. If wins, take it. If lose, Martin, get up. No. Just for those of you guys that don't understand, what the strategy Vlad is talking about has a long-term expectancy of 0. 0. So, caution advised. Now that right there also. So that means that they took a lot of contracts off there. And they added some there, took some off there. That's interesting. I don't think that should be a ziggy-zaggy, though. It should be... it should just be a bar. It should be a bar, solid. Okay. There you go. So what does that tell me? That tells me that in aggregate, on most bars, they've been taking contracts off. Well, I should add two of them. One should be buys and one should be sells. I won't change it for now, but later I will. Well, I'm just really proud of my robot, guys. My robot, he did the thing and it worked. I think I could make him better. Let's see here. What do I got? What was I using for him? Market depth bot. Oh, I'm using a whole moving average. I could change that to a super smoother. I don't know if it makes a difference. It did stop out once, though. So let's come and look at the strategy performance here today. 280. Look at that. Look at that. 5 trades, 1 loser. What the fuck? Okay, now my loser was bigger than my winners. Now that's because when it's getting stopped out, it's getting a slip. But the rate is I would expect what I want is equal risk reward roughly and 75% win rate. And today it did. Oh, cool. And it is factoring in the commission. Oh, now, my. That's good. Super good. Hey. I could maybe actually trade that one. You could put it on a combine or something. Well, let's let it run for a week. And if it works well, then maybe we'll put it on a combine. If I put it on a combine, I'm going to put it on a big combine. He's just gonna swing. Oh, it shows all of those entries too. So here's what I need to do is I need to modify them so that they have names. Let's see here. Is there a signal name I should call Ace? Okay. New session lows for Euro USD, by the way. So through this whole thing, the Euro has just been getting pretty hammered. Yeah. They went down with the Euro too. So this thing that I was saying earlier about how the dollar can strengthen and equity indexes don't necessarily have to sell off. Well, I mean, so far it hasn't been bad, right? Oh, somewhat one of them was sold. Oh, Aces sold. So I'm noticing that what's happening with Aces is that it's it's just slow. I think I want to rewrite that one because it's not really trading it the way that I want it to. I want it to sell it at 32.95 and a quarter. Although in this case, probably can't do that. Yeah, he took the stop. He's just getting stopped every time. That's interesting. Well, I could try running it on each tick instead of on bar close and seeing if it runs better. Because it's not running on. Pretty sure. Yeah, it is on bar. Hmm. Vlad. Wait, I don't see Vlad in Discord. Do we? Oh, that's V. That's you, Vanity. That's right. Bum. Oh man, this guy's got TD sequentials and all that on Thinkorswim. Good grief. That's I look at my charts, it all makes sense to me, but some people's charts are probably not even as worse as mine, as bad as mine, and they just look like total nonsense. Total nonsense. Okay, so let's turn Ace off here. Okay, turn him on. Oh, look, he took it again. The robot's almost made $40 now. He hasn't lost once. No, he's lost once. Actually, I think he's lost twice. ES is at the tipping point. If it breaks above from here, bears would be in big trouble. Okay, so Ace sold there and made money. Oh. Did you guys see that? So it's not actually where I see it because it puts it at the end of the bar and not the beginning and not where it actually took it. Interbar. Ooh, okay. I'm talking to Discord chat too much now. Okay, but that means that maybe it is trading it kind of more the way that I expect. And it did win that time. I mean, I wanted it. I would have preferred that it do it at 92. Well, so yeah, we could maybe improve it, but he made money that one though. He did. Now he's not taking it off, so I need to modify both of these to put the orders in and not use the auto take profit thing because that doesn't work very well, apparently. And if we modify it to that, then we can yeah. Is there something I can do here to the data series so that it prints it out in the right spot? Plot executions, do not plot. So if I change this to do not plot and I put this one to text and marker and apply. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I think overall we had a good day. I never got my outside bar set up though. That's really curious too. Is there an outside bar here though? It should be. Yeah, if we were to get a 5-minute bar that closed above 97.75, then it would probably try taking it long. Are you Dr. Phenom in Discord, Vlad? I need to see how many people bought calls on Tesla. No. I just want to see it. I just want to see pain in Tesla. You know it's coming. Capitulation. I want to see it. So I can laugh with my evil laugh. No. That's not my... I think my evil laugh would be too loud. Oh, he's got stopped down. That's good. Was that... oh, it didn't say. It doesn't say... Oh, okay. So we should fix that. It tells me that it's an ace one, but it didn't tell me. But it only says ace. It doesn't say buy or sell. It's gonna come in here. Doo-doo.
Why trader says at VLAD martingale on roulette does not work.
It does not. You're right.
Block sell.
The martingale strategy is so interesting because it's so appealing to people and it looks like it works, but in long term it doesn't. It's a perfect example of where our psychology works against us. Whoa. Some selling there. Ooh. Didn't change the book, though. Let's see how buyers can't step up on the tick. Yeah. Well, they're still down there. They're still in this chop area. We got about 30 minutes left for us. Tesla's still not breaking the overnight low. VIX not really spiking up all that much either, though. Like, VIX is lower than it was yesterday. Should keep that in mind, too. Pretty choppy here. Oh, that's interesting. Kind of saw they took profits signal of sorts here, and then it really kadoosh. When I saw that yesterday, huh. Good morning, Ace. I've been trying out the little robot that I built off of your strategy, but it hasn't really been trading it the way that I expected. Like, I changed a couple of things. Let's see where was the last one? That one. So the last one that it tried to do was go short at 32.90. No, try to go long at 32.94. So it was a little late. But that was probably because we weren't getting this other moving average going up yet. Probably I should have it put the order at the line. But that one was wrong at least. How did you do? Did you take a short? Now my robot, on the other hand, did great. Well, it didn't do great, but it made like $40. So if it makes $50 a day, the target is, well, it makes $500 a day. Ooh, but then isn't the daily loss limits on those? I got a lot of that early down move, and I got 12 points, but so you give up a lot of it in this chop. It didn't make up for the horrible trades I took in the NQ. Like twice I got chopped. Yeah, I really feel that like NQ is just too fast for humans, man. I don't know how anybody trades that. Who would give him charts? I'll give you charts, Vlad. Dave's like, yeah, that's why I'm here. That's so funny. Oh, man. This is a good entry if the Bears win here. Well, I don't necessarily have anything to tell me that we're really good. We did come a little short. Like, that's the thing. Gold dropped as well. I didn't get much of that. Dude, the gold thing is just like, wow. There's got to be a lot of people getting squeezed out in gold, right? Because I really thought these gold bugs, they'll never give up, right? They're just like Tesla. It's like a cult. But once something gets going, and these cults, they really believe in the technicals, right? Then it just gets like worse and worse and worse and worse. I bet you that we get the same thing in Tesla. Like, let's just say that we break the overnight lows here in Tesla and we have a big down day over there. That is going to be so devastating to the long-term chart. I can only hope, because I'm so fed up with that one. Phenom wants it at 380. I would be so pleased. I would be pleased. I am breakfasting on French fries, corn dog, pups, and taquitos. What? That is willing to overshoot on inflation. Oh, he said the inflation word. Buy it. Now I don't know if that's enough to move the market. Yes, and the best worst part is I'm eating my dick in breakfast. And bed, one gets to do that once one's children's are no longer. Dude, when I was a kid, I don't think that my mom ever woke up before 11 o'clock. Yes, he's speaking, but I think that the things that I'm hearing right now are from Evans. Yep. Vance Evans, the Fed is willing to overshoot on inflation. It's unbelievably important to exceed 2% inflation for some time. It's unbelievably important, guys. You buy that. See, why did it do that? I don't think that my Roboworks, that should have been a buy. He'd be winning right now, right? We need to do some work on this thing. He's not trading it right. Digital Ace sucks. Digital Ace, he's terrible. Evans, it must be clear that 2.5% inflation is likely on the cards, and your zero hedge asks, is that asset price inflation or wage inflation? Based on what metric, Mr. Evans? They haven't been clear on that either, have they? Win. No, I don't have a pool. I want a pool. I mean, I don't want to take care of a pool, but I kind of would like a pool. What do we got to do to fix Digital Ace? Shouldn't be taking a trade there. We really shouldn't, right? Even if we zoom it out. Yeah, that's not a trade. Now that one, see here, Digital Ace did take a trade there, and that one was good, but he was so late, right? So Powell says the Fed is now barely present in the secondary corporate bond market. Good. That was ridiculous when they were buying Apple bonds. Like what the actual flippin' F? I think I need to set something up here. So like, I think, did you ever use that? Hey Ace, did you ever use that MACD, the Ace MACD that I sent you? You have that one. So you have an auto robot, yes, and I named it after you, yes. So do you remember that? Let me show you. Make a new chart for it. Chart. Yes. 1 minute. Okay. So here's the E-mini, right? And I gave you an indicator, I'm pretty sure, called Ace MACD. Yes. How is the robot Ace? It's not trading it right. So I'm wondering, because I remember you saying that the moving averages have to be so far apart. It's a programming error. It's not taking it the way that it shouldn't be taking this. Like it tried to go. Well, what did it do actually? Oh, it went long. That one was actually correct. Oh no, it said stop loss. It tried going short there. I don't know. That whole just thing is. You have to have a divergence for an entry. So I'm wondering, does this tell you how much of a divergence you need to get? Should I incorporate that into it? I don't know. What I'll do is, man, you really gotta fix Discord, dude. It's looking bad. They're turning back down again. They could go for it at 83. I mean, here's the thing: if they go through 83, we get a second fixed target today. That would be 32.53. That would be. Woo. I don't know, but yes, I always watch the distance. They have to be wide apart. Yes. So what I'm asking, if you have that signal, is put it on a chart. Don't watch it while you're trading. Just put it on a chart. Afterwards, go back and look at where you got in and out, and tell me how effective that is and at what level it needs to be for you to have taken a trade. Don't see if we can quantify that factor. They're asking Igor if he was streaming today, and he's like, should I, so you can watch me cover early and then moan about it? Right? That's exactly what freaking happens. I tell you what, I did better today because I think I understood the environment a little bit better, but yesterday and the day before were like so bad. I was really literally like it was trading against me. Could not have been worse trades. I must have messed myself up somewhere. I think, when I did that, I'm like, oh, I'm a failure. Like everything is a lie and yada, yada, yada. No, I think I'm okay. I need to fix that one thing, which is the loser day. And that's a Sept problem. Not necessarily an approach problem, I think. I mean, it is an approach problem too because I'm wrong about something. But I should have stopped way earlier and we'd still be fine. But I must have been overdone. I'm wondering if you know what? I need to go and look at Apple Watch competitors Is there an Apple Watch competitor that will give you like, you know, heartbeat and stuff like that? Like I would really like more numerical data about my own mental state. You know what I mean? Don't trade Tuesday. It is the worst. Yeah, I don't know. I have the most success on Wednesday and Thursdays, that's for sure. And we did good today. We did good today. I think I'm going to add that on there though, and I'm going to incorporate that into the strategy. Going to try and see if I can get this thing to trade it a little bit better. It is the worst. It's just like time of day and day of week makes a difference. Yeah, I noticed, if you go into the NinjaTrader auto strategy generator and you turn on all of the things that trade based on days of weeks and time of day and stuff like that, it seems to work better. It really does. The problem that I have with it is the performance metrics that they use to determine which strategies to pick and develop further. It over optimizes them, and you often get, so if you do enough generations, you will just always get something that only takes one trade ever. There's your 2 points. See, I see it on the thing. Well, I don't know. This one is a little questionable. 32.89.50. You must have taken that off of something else. You must have taken that off of something else. That is a really, really far momentum trade for you. Did you do that off of that was a FOMO? Okay. Okay. If I get these ones nailed down, I'll send them to you. But you got to jump on Discord, dude. So just remember again, you have to have go to discordapp.com and log in, and here I'll show you. So here I have the Discord application on, right? And down here there's user settings, I think it is. And then I think it's privacy and safety, maybe. No, it's under my account. You can't see it because it's streamer mode enabled right now, but I think under my account, that's where you can confirm your email and confirm your phone number. And then you should be able to join the Discord. Link in the video description. But we're getting so much spam that we had to force people to verify phone numbers. Ooh, they're so close. They're so close. They really want to go. Well, I don't know if we have time to sit around for this. They didn't touch 83. I really think that 83 is likely. Ugh, my voice going out. Not sure if I can afford the bandwidth. Well, no, don't do it now. Do it after you're done trading. Do it later today. Go to a meeting to stream the room. It wouldn't. It's like the amount of bandwidth that it uses is insignificant. But don't do it while you're trading. Figure that out later. Do it later in the afternoon, or you can just text me so I can send it. So I can send you stuff. What was it that I wanted to send you? I think I wanted to send you the tape. No, that's not it. I wanted to send you the cost basis. Ooh, that one's good. And I made some changes to it yesterday, and it did exactly what I wanted. It got me out early. I think I misunderstood it a little bit, but it did exactly what I wanted. Okay, you mean after after you're done trading, then try and get on Discord. It's an indicator. Yeah, it's this chart right here. It draws you the buyer's average position and the seller's average position, and the buyer and seller's average like stop out zone. So do you see how when they finally crossed that line that was like the reversal? Because what happened was they stopped the longs out. It's literally predicting where you're going to see stop outs. And you can see here now, they've got a lot more room to go. So now they could come all the way down to like 76. Because they've caught enough longs at these lower positions that they have more guys to stop out. Sorry, I was managing that short. Do that again, please. What the cost basis is? This is orange line is seller's average position. Blue line is buyer's average position, right? So if we're below the orange line, that means sellers are making money, right? This blue line is where we would expect the buyers to stop out. That's like where all of the buyers are losing money. All the buyers are losing money down there. So bounces are extremely likely when we get down there. And you can see it did it like yesterday was a way better example. Okay. Remember yesterday, late in the day. Here we are. Okay. Yesterday, late in the day. Well, I guess in this case it wasn't stopping people out. The sellers had way too much. But here you can see they let it go to the seller's cost basis. It bounced off of it. And then they went up and they stopped the shorts out. Perfect example. And you can see at that point that like, oh, there's a lot on, like it can come all the way there. And you see these little spikes is like where the profit taking is happening, where you might want to take it off. So I want you to look at that one. Can you take trades off of that? Yeah. I found that it's really hard to just take trades like exactly at the lines, except for like the stop outs. But what it's better at is like telling you what the bias for the day is, telling you where the spots are. So like if you're not sure, then you can kind of look at those spots and you can say, okay, well, here's the places where we need to go for one side or the other to really start picking up an advantage, right? So once you get above an area, well, like just like this is a great example. Move this out of the way here. I don't know why I have that over there. This is a great example of what's going on right now. So when they come down and they stop everybody out, notice how this blue line goes, or sorry, not this blue line. This orange line like skyrockets. Like look at how far that orange line that skyrockets. Why is that? Because what it's saying is the sellers. Squawk just started talking in my ear and it screwed me up. What it's saying is that the sellers made a lot of money and they just closed their positions. So with the very small amount that the sellers have right now, the buyers would have to push it a ridiculous amount in order to stop them out. So in effect, the sellers have a serious advantage. So are they likely to come down here and stop them out again? Yes, they are. They totally can if they choose to. So that's where it's like, in this situation, I really don't think I'd be looking to buy unless we got above the seller's cost basis. And since we went for a good hour and still couldn't do that, you could sell it. That's how I use it. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It's been working pretty well for me, except for Monday. Monday was a disaster. I just wasn't reading it correctly on Monday, actually. So are we still inside today? Well, okay, so okie dokie. It says interesting. Okay, yeah. So if you're able to get on Discord, I'll give that to you. But I can't email it to you because it's a DLL. It's all packaged up pretty. Okay, dokie. Time for me to get going. What should we put in today? Seth, how much? How much what? How much did we make? Well, we can look at all of the trades here. So ignore those first two. Those were meant to just cancel each other out because I didn't mean to take 5 contracts on it. But $40 on that was good. Now, if we add the other ones in, how much for the indicator? I am intending on putting it up for $20 a month, but it's still I'm still thinking about it. So if you have opinions on that, except for Ace, except for my cut, well, we could put the Ace ones in too. If we could give you a cut if you want. The intention though is we want market by order data. So I want to get like if we get I'm being cheapo about it, but I'm thinking if we get $20 a month from 5 people, then that would pay for the market by order data, and that would be enough to fund the platform. And then those of you that have been signing up and are on there, you will get the platform. You will get a lifetime license to the platform if we're ever able to do that. But the whole idea is the reason we're doing it is to generate some seed money to start development on some much more serious stuff. Stuff that's, at some point I probably need to hire other programmers and stuff. So, yeah. See, some of these minus 100 ones are these ones. Because the market death robot hasn't taken another one. It only took 5 trades and only one failed. And frankly, that one that failed could have was kind of just luck that it happened that way. Okay, 9:37. It's time for me to get going. Oh yeah, we were trying to decide what we're gonna call today. There's so many things. We're gonna say Tesla is down, and that's all I care about. TSLA is down. TSLA sells after battery day. Tesla sells after battery day, and I'm happy about it. I know we didn't talk about it that much, but that's the clickbait title for today. Hey, and if you clicked on this because of the clickbait title and you're coming in at the end, I apologize. But I would, please click like and subscribe. Not as many people viewing today, but actually we did. We had a lot of people earlier today. We just kind of, after I got out of some of those positions and stuff, you guys decided to take your profits and quit, huh? Quitting early on me, huh? Made too much money, huh? All right. Well, thank you. Lots of likes. Thank you guys so much. Ooh, one last message from Win here.
Winston's mom says thanks, speculator Seth. Will everyone hit the like button before the lights go out? Happy Wednesdaying, everyone. Traders gonna trade and stay profitable.
Yeah. You can buy these Traders Gonna Trade mugs in the shop. So I will see you guys for more adventures tomorrow, and in the meantime, stay profitable.